So we're just going to have you have a seat.
Every year, the Canadian Association of Optometrists promotes the importance of regular eye examinations. And identifying eye health issues in children is especially important, as more than 85% of a child's learning is based on vision.
When we examine children, we're looking for those subtle all the way to large problems that could be affecting that child's ability to see, to learn, and to develop.
Can you tell me what those are?
So for example, we're looking for maybe a prescription for glasses that might aid in distance or near vision. In particular, children in their developing years need to have their near vision clear so they can learn to identify the objects, the letters, the numbers, learn to read, put things together. And if there's a blur in one eye or the other or both, that might be an obstacle for that child being able to see clearly. So at the simplest level, making sure they have clear vision. And the second level is making sure the right and left eye work together. If there's a coordination problem between the eyes, one eye wanders or the eyes don't cross properly in the near range, they won't be able to keep the eyes focused long enough to be able to identify that letter or string the letters together to make a word or read a sentence. And then the more complex problems we're also screening for, things like an opacity in the eye, maybe a cataract that was undetected at birth, therefore not allowing one eye to see, whereas the other might be strong. And that's called lazy eye or amblyopia, where one eye dominates and can see well, but the other one struggles. And that child may not look to have a problem when you look at them. Their eyes might look aligned, they might look perfect to you, to a parent and to a teacher. However, when they can't use one eye, but they can use the other, that could lead to a host of problems.
Yeah. That one's better.
Okay.
Early intervention is the key. For example, let's say that you take the school screenings that are done in kindergarten and they identify a lazy eye. Well, that lazy eye should have been identified at age 2 or 3 through a simple eye exam done by an optometrist or by an ophthalmologist. And that screening done at a very young age can identify the problem early enough that you can take care of it by the time they hit kindergarten. Because the neural window between in a lazy eye to develop that eye closes around the age of 7 and 8 for the most part, you want to do that as early as possible. You don't want to get started at age 5, you want to start at age 2 or 3 to start rehabilitating a lazy eye.
Okay, can you scooch forward a little bit, hon?
Vision is one of those most important features of development. Let's say, for example, a child's in a school setting. 80% of what the child takes in and learns is visual. There's also the touch, the sound, what they hear and interacting with others, but a lot of it is visually driven. So if a child has a blockage to what they're learning visually, they'll be often delayed in learning a lot of things along the way. Another example is with speech impediments. More and more we're discovering that children who have a speech impediment may also have a visual delay or a problem with their vision or coordination. And trying to address the speech impediment or the speech delay through therapy often doesn't get to the point where it should unless you take care of the visual problem first. And the goal there, of course, is to provide that child equal opportunity to the other kids who are able to use their eyes efficiently without obstacles, without effort.
Hello? Is anybody in there? Anybody? I don't see anybody, so I guess I'll come back tomorrow. Goodbye.
What I liked about getting my eyes checked is looking at the little pictures to see if I can see it or not. I really like the doctors here because it's really nice and fun. It's been really helpful to get my eyes checked here. I think other kids should get their eyes checked too because it's really fun and it's important too because you might not see it very well sooner or later.
Sometimes all you're doing is giving that child a pair of glasses to provide them with clearer vision or at the right age contact lenses, and their confidence and sports ability soars, academic ability improves. It's pretty profound when you see a child who has been struggling and the teacher and the parent didn't know why, identify the visual issue, and whether it's through exercises or a rehabilitative program through using computer software at home or a pair of glasses, and the parents will come back maybe 3 months to a year later and saying they just saw their child, their confidence soar, their ability soar, their self-confidence after being able to read more comfortably without getting headaches, without losing their place and having to keep their finger on each word. It's pretty profound the effect that can have on a child, on their confidence and their abilities in school. First exam should be at age 2. Most children, if that doesn't happen, then age 3, and that doesn't happen, then by kindergarten, it's something that should be done for all kids, regardless of the type of problem they might be having, whether it's auditory, whether it's coordination, being clumsy, delays in learning, delays in speech, delays in anything at all. Vision should be one of the first things that are thought of.